This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 721 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for July 1st, 2026. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I am Lee, I am here with Chris, Tracy and Michelle, and we are continuing our Universal Orlando Ultimate Ride ranking with Fast and Furious Supercharged. We will rate that ride on 5 topics: facade, story, worth the average wait, queue and overall ride experience, and we will be rating them out of 10.
And this is going to be a really fast episode, guys.
If this ends up at the top of the rankings, I swear to God, I'm jacking this in.
We are beginning with the facade. Michelle, Fast and Furious Supercharged, the facade.
So the facade is only what I see standing outside, right?
Yes.
It's like her first ride ranking.
There's nothing. Okay, let me give it a chance. Let me look it up just to make sure that my memory is serving me correctly. Okay.
So we have the 2 brick buildings. We have the water fountain in the front.
Yeah, we've got a big brick building. We've got a little water fountain with some benches. It's painted almost graffiti-wise, Fast and Furious, above the bricks, and some fencing that tells you, like, danger, keep out. But that's pretty much it at this point, at least. It looks a little sketchy, to be fair. So, it's bad. It's bad. I'm going to give it a 1.
1?
It's a 1. Look at the picture. There's nothing. There's not even an umbrella to make fun of.
God, that takes me back. Tracy.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Yeah. You know what Michelle just said?
Yeah.
Like that.
1.
Yeah. Well, it kind of looks like it is just an abandoned structure. It looks like it should have...
Is it meant to be?
Weeds and stuff growing out of it. And... for that, it's getting a 1.
Yeah, it's bad.
I think Chris knows these movies more, so I'm interested to see what Chris's take on this, because
I do love the franchise.
Whether this actually is anything from the movies, because I think I've only seen 3 of them.
Yeah. So I do love these movies. I think for what they are, they're fantastic. I think we've talked about this before. It's actually Christopher Nolan's one of his top franchises, not ironically, just he loves it. And I agree with him, and I'm glad that we can see eye to eye on something. But that aside, I don't like the facade very much here, just because I feel like it's very plain. Like, if you didn't have, this sounds dumb, but if you didn't have that graffiti on the wall that says Fast and Furious, you would just pass it as a normal structure inside the park, like a back lot or something there. That's not to say that the queue is not bad, but we'll talk about that later. But for the facade, I don't know. I'm not going to trash it at a 1, but I'd probably go like 3. It's triple the amount of the 1. All right.
Like, there's not even a sign. It's literally just painted on a wall.
Which you think it would be. So look, the thing with this facade is it needs to stand out as well, because it's set back. If you're walking through Universal Studios Florida, it's set back from everything else. So you would want something that's really going to draw your attention in. And this really doesn't. Because other than the fact that it says Fast and Furious Supercharged on it in spray painted white paint, you would have no idea what it is. It is very understated. Like, it's weird. It's weird that they have the cars from the movie in the queue and at the exit of the ride and nothing at the entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, surely that's where you put those ride vehicles, the cars from the movies. That's what the movies are
like
about.
A car out front for like the kids to sit in or whatever.
Isn't there there's a little caged off area? Is there a car in there? Or is that the table that has...
That's the table.
Like
no, that table is in the queue. It's in the exterior queue. It's not at the front. So you can't see it from there. It's later on. You queue round it before you get into the main building. I'm going to give it... I don't think it's terrible, so I'm going to give it a 2. I wish to go to Walt Disney World.
When you wish upon a star, Gryffindors creak and the tombstones quake.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
Moving on to the story.
And you're coming to me.
Tracy.
He looks mortified.
The story is that we've been invited to the after party on the party bus, and the FBI come in, and then I don't even know what Luke Evans' character's called. I think he has his phone on, and that's how they track where they are.
Luke Evans?
Yeah, Luke Evans. Chris, what's his character name?
He's the brother. I forgot his name, man. They killed him off.
I thought you
Spoiler,
loved these
sorry.
films.
Are there two Luke Evans in it? Two actors called Luke Evans?
No. Luke Evans,
Luke
who's in The
Evans.
Hobbit.
He's in that?
Yes.
My mind's blown.
He's the bad guy in this ride.
What?
Yeah.
I obviously go to sleep.
Owen Shaw.
That's right, yeah, because Hobbs and Shaw.
He's the brother. He's the brother of the other Shaw. What's his face? Driver.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham's in it?
He's not in this.
I was going to say.
So then there's a big fight while we're going, and then we don't get to the party anyway, so it was a waste of time.
And then the helicopter struck drones, whatever they actually are.
They're coming to try to kidnap the Fast and the Furious guys.
I guess
the
so.
FBI's coming for them.
Chris, you know the story.
So So basically, we're going to go have. There's a big race, and you're going to go have a party. And to get everybody to said party, they bring a Fast and Furious bus. So you get inside this bus, but I believe you're also under like protective services. So your phones are supposed to be off. They tell you this early on in the ride. And then somebody's phone goes off, which is Ludacris's character. And because of that, Shaw is able to track it and find you underground inside that basement area. And then you have to escape him while he's trying to get to you. But somebody is in protective services. Somebody is in protective services that he wants.
Just racing?
No, he wants somebody from the crowd, I think. Like he's after somebody inside the bus, like one of us.
So, according to the AI overview, in the Fast and Furious Supercharged story, riders join Dominic Toretto's crew for an exclusive race after party. However, the journey goes sideways when the FBI shuts it down and notorious criminal mastermind Owen Shaw pursues the party bus because it contains a witness in protective custody. There you go.
A witness in protective custody.
So one of us on the bus is a witness in protective custody.
We're all bloody witnesses to that bag of I'll tell you.
Yes, that is a story.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so confused. That was very convoluted. It's not an obvious story. If you have to go and Google it to find out what the story is, that is not a good story.
I mean, to your point, Tracy, like one of the funniest memories I have, and I have a few on this ride, is I think like the second time we rode it, or maybe the first time we rode it, we're walking off. The bus is dead silent. Not a clap, not a cheer, dead silent. And as we're like walking down, I hear two things. One from like a little kid in the front, and then one from like a theme park dad, right, with his kids that's just there to like take his kids to the theme park. I remember him going, "What the hell happened?" And then the other kid goes, "Is that the ride?" And both of those encapsulate what that is as a ride. And I've never forgotten those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
so storyline, terrible. You should be able to follow a storyline without visuals.
No, you shouldn't.
Yes, you should.
On a ride, the visuals, I don't understand.
No, there should be enough cohesion in a story that you don't need to be relying on all of the visuals and having to Google stuff.
I don't understand what you're saying, but all right.
Yeah, the fact that I still don't really get this story, I'm giving it a 1.
Chris.
Yeah, so we talked about the story. Even after talking about it, it doesn't make sense.
No.
Like, you just evaded missiles coming at you from a drone helicopter, right? That happens in the ride. They're shooting at you. And then you jump the highway and land into the party, and you're expected to just go pop a beer open and like, oh, let's go have a fun time, right? Like, no, I was just almost assassinated by like a mafia. So probably not now. I'm going for a 1. This is a 1 story.
I feel that's really coming from a fan of the franchise.
I know, right?
Yes, I love Fast and Furious.
Also, Chris, I think Alexa might be having a word with you later because in the chat for the last score, she was like 3.
I know.
You any protective custody?
For me, I don't mind the story, actually. It's a generic theme park story, but again, what I like about it, it kind of takes place in between two of the movies. I think we watched 6. It's kind of based off 6, is that right, Chris, or 5? 5 or 6?
It had to be, because they kill his character off in...
Doesn't he become a good guy
5?
at some point?
I think it's 5.
So it must be, and so yeah, but I don't mind the story. Like the fact that we're part of it as well isn't bad. What I don't like is the fact that there isn't even a party. Like it doesn't have an end. But that isn't part of this, is it? We're talking about the story, really, which I suppose it kind of does.
It's part of the story.
More, yeah, it kind of is, I guess.
We're literally in a party bus, Lee.
I felt like
I
felt like it was more part of the overall ride experience, but I suppose it is part of the story. It doesn't have an end. Like it has a beginning, it has a middle, and it doesn't have an end.
Well, it does. That's when you get off and you go, "What was that?"
I mean, also like hiding a protective service like person inside of a giant party bus isn't the smartest move either. I don't think.
Well, it's what's his face's fault for having his phone on. Otherwise, we'd have been fine. I can't remember what his name is. Ludacris, whatever his character name is in it.
Luda.
I don't think it's as bad as you guys think it is. I'm going to give it a 4.
Wow.
Lee.
I don't think it's that bad.
Well, remember, you also rode this ride loving it when we got off.
I
for the
never
group ride.
said I loved it. I still
Tracy?
don't mind it now.
Oh, he was singing it to
It's on
No, I
video.
was not.
We have it on video.
I never said I loved it. I think even
Teary
at
eyes,
the point,
the lot.
someone accused me of loving it, and I said at the time, I never said I loved it. I said I didn't mind it.
He kissed the ground outside.
I think the
and loved
words
it
were,
so
I
much.
actually liked it.
Yes,
That's
I
fine.
think.
I have no issue with it. I don't mind it. I would quite happily ride it every time I go. And next time we go, if it's prior to it closing, I will ride it. Michelle.
Oh my God. I like Austin's comment. He says, I wish the entrance had the disproportionately small helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. No, I'm not even going to waffle on about this. It's a 1. It's terrible.
Oh my God, you guys.
No.
No, it's
No,
terrible.
just
Like
that you have the wrong
I've
one.
ridden it enough. I should know what's going on. We still had to look it up. A fan of the franchise has no idea what's going on. There's no ending. Even if there were a story, it doesn't end. It makes no sense. It's just too much of a stretch.
I mean, you launched a
disagree.
bus into a bunch of like shipping containers. You should be dead. Just
No,
heads
because
up.
it's a Fast and Furious bus, so it'll all be like
that's true.
roll-barred up and stuff and bulletproof
Yeah,
and what
yeah.
have you. This one I think is going to be interesting then. We are now worth the average wait. Apparently the average wait is 10 minutes. Chris,
Oh.
how much is it worth the average wait of 10 minutes?
I don't know. 10 minutes is, you know what?
Oh,
For
I know.
10 minutes?
Yep.
I will give it.
Yeah, because you cannot give it a crappy score because it's
You
bad.
can't for 10
but for
minutes.
10
Yeah,
minutes,
10 minutes. For 10 minutes, I'd give it a. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to give it a 7.
yes.
I think.
Yes.
No. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It takes longer to get like a churro in the park
Yeah.
than it is to get
Yeah,
on this ride.
But at that point, at least you have a churro in your hand at the end of that
That's
way.
very
That's your
true.
language.
right.
I mean, that's true.
I think I'd
I
rather
don't know.
sit on the bench outside by the fountain for 10 minutes and
Like,
rest my feet.
Well, you can have
Like-
your say in a second, dear.
We like when we go to the parks, we will ride everything, like even very terrible rides, like Shrek, for example. We will ride that once every 3 years when it was around, like just to make sure we remember how bad it was. So we would do this to Fast and Furious, even though Alexa fights me on this one. Like when I'm like, oh, there's no wait, let's go ride it. It's been a year or two. She goes, yeah, I hope it's longer next time. That's what she said.
Hey!
She just hates that ride so much that she's just like, no. But yeah, for 10 minutes, why not?
Exactly. When you think about being in the parks and if it, like everything else, if you're there on a rammed day and everything else is busy and this is 10 minutes, middle of the day, you want to get off your feet or it's raining or you just want a bit of aircon, 10 minutes for this, perfect. Again, I don't mind it. So for 10 minutes for me, I think it's worth a 7. I'll agree with Chris. We're going to get on to my favourite bit of it in a second, which plays into the whole thing. But again, I don't mind this ride. Michelle.
So worth the average wait of 10 minutes. The majority of that 10 minutes is probably the pre-show, which the pre-show is cool. The AC is cool if it's a hot day out, which 9 times out of 10 it is. So there's that.
That's interesting, that actually. Are those pre-shows counted in that 10-minute wait?
It has to.
You would think so. And those pre-shows are a good 2 or 3 minutes each.
So, but considering how often or not often I have ridden this ride since it's been open, when the wait was 10 minutes, which is basically a walk-on, and still didn't think it was worth the exercise, like the steps it would take for me to traverse the queue just was not worth the effort to me, even though it was only 10 minutes. Like I would have rather gone and spent 10 of those minutes in a 30-minute wait for a better ride, if that makes sense. 10 minutes is 10 minutes, right? Like I would rather spend 10 minutes of my limited time at the park invested in something else. So is it worth 10 minutes for me? Not at all, because it's not enjoyable at all. Like there's not a bit of it that is fun to me at all. So I'm going to give it a 1.
Michelle's just predispositioned at this point to give everything a 1. I might as well just go and put 1s down the whole thing next to the M in our doc. Tracy. Just because she just doesn't want anyone to know. It's like, Michelle has set her stall out. I hate this ride. Therefore, even if anyone's talking about it changes my perspective, I'm still giving it a 1 because I don't want anyone to know that there's even a tiny little bit of me that actually thinks, yeah, it's not that bad.
All right. Keep being an a-hole and let's see what happens in the next category.
Tracy.
So you said earlier that it's worth a 10-minute wait to get off your feet, except you are standing and standing and standing and standing in all that line before you get off your feet.
The ride is what we're talking about. Is the ride worth a 10-minute wait?
No, it's the quick answer.
I need to change my score. I feel bad now.
No, Chris, you stick by him.
If it wasn't for you, this ride would not exist in my day. I haven't liked this ride from the get-go. I'm not saying it doesn't have some redeeming qualities. It does have a couple of redeeming qualities. Some of the best AC on property.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Michelle, the pre-show. We will be getting to those. If I saw this was 10 minutes, even in a RAM park, if I needed to get off my feet, I'd rather go into the nearest restrooms and just sit in the toilet in the cubicle for 10 minutes.
Or across the street and eat and sit at the same time.
Right.
That costs you money, though. This doesn't.
In fact, I would rather go into Starbucks and sit and have a Starbucks.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have been injured on this ride and then belittled by a team member. So I have some pretty negative links to this ride. I don't like it. I would wait 10 minutes for it. But objectively, is it worth a 10-minute wait? 10 minutes, yes. If you like this ride, that's awesome. So I would give that a 2.
Doesn't seeing like your husband's face of joy give it 1 extra point after riding this, or?
No, it's a 1.
The last time we rode this, I took a selfie of Tracy and I outside of it, with her like with a miserable face and me like, yeah, about to ride the best ride in the park, and it got more likes than I think any other post we've ever put on Instagram.
Yeah.
Moving on to the queue, and I'm happy that I'm going first on this one because I love
your favorite
the
ride.
queue. To be fair, I'm not a massive petrol head, but the cars are cool, the music's awesome, and those pre-shows are great. Helped on by the fact that those guys doing the pre-show know how bad that ride is and ham it up. I'm so glad that they kept those pre-show sections. So I'm giving it a 9 purely for those pre-shows.
Wow.
Michelle.
1. I'll just give you the answer. Next.
I don't see how she can say 1
Sorry.
because it's not a 1. I don't care how much you hate this ride.
I have to start my turn with a comment every time. So Jamie Renee says, "quote unquote," worth the number of steps is a new category.
Yeah.
All right. So the queue is the only redeeming quality of this entire experience. Like seriously, it's the only redeeming quality. It's other than the AC, which is really nice or really cold if you just came out of a rainstorm.
Fair.
But either way, usually nice. There's a lot to see in the queue. Like there's so much going on, so many like little things that you can look for, especially if you're into the franchise. I'm sure there's probably lots of cool stuff in there. I just don't know what I'm looking at. But even though I don't know the franchise, I enjoy looking at the stuff. The pre-shows are funny. I like that they're live actors, which we're seeing less and less of. So I appreciate that about it. The queue is the only thing about it that's done well.
Go on,
it's like they put all of their budget into this.
Leah's getting so much satisfaction. He wants to see a high score on this. I just know it.
I don't think she will, just because she doesn't want to prove me right.
Two.
If you would stop talking, maybe I could actually be fair with my score.
Chris was the one that spoke initially. Thank you.
You assume that Michelle's speaking to you?
She was. I know damn well she was. She wouldn't dare say anything to Chris. She likes him far more than she likes me.
Fair.
Or at least she knows
Chris
that.
Chris lets me poke fun at him. He doesn't care. He just pokes fun right back. All right. So since it's the only good thing about it, and the queue is actually also very nice during HHN as well. It serves its purpose there as well. So I will give the queue an 8.
Tracy.
Wow.
Jesus, Michelle. I am the petrol head. I love American muscle cars. So I do enjoy looking at the vehicles. I do enjoy the AC. I love the pre-shows. In fact, they are probably my favourite pre-shows on property. I just have to get on that
You don't have to.
Ride at the end.
You don't have to. To be fair, when I rode it with Raymond that morning, I don't know where you two were, and me and him went over, right? We literally got through the queue. We were about to get on the bus, and it broke down, so they kicked us off. Yeah, but yes, you don't have to ride it. You can just go, I don't want to do this, actually.
That's perfect. Okay. That's a game changer.
They're not going to strong arm you on the ride. If you decide you don't want to do it, they're not going to be like... It's not very
popular, we've got to get you on.
The Universal Police aren't coming out and like handcuffing you to the party bus to make sure that you go on it.
If they do, does that mean that you're the witness in witness protection?
Yeah, now guess which one it is, the one handcuffed to it.
More enjoyable if they did that, though,
Yeah.
to be fair. Handcuffs make everything more fun.
Come on, Chris.
That's what she said.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm reading through the comments here. There's a great comment that says from Guy Timmis, the queue is a good time if you grab an Ocean Attack and drink every time they say family.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be one of the next Weekender events. Fast and Furious ride. Ocean Attack.
We should all go to the final day of the ride and
Well, I'm telling you now, Tracy wouldn't drink an Ocean Attack.
I wouldn't. I can't. I'd be dead before the ride. Oh no, that sounds perfect. Give me the Ocean Attack and die before I have to ride.
Out very well
Perfect.
For you.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is difficult
It's not.
because I really I don't think it's worth an 8. I don't think it's 8 worthy. But I love the riffing of the sarcasm. It's very British humour in the pre-shows.
The team members we had when we did it that first time at the weekend were on point.
Yes, that sarcasm, I absolutely love it. And they've honed that craft. Oh, this hurts. I'm giving... I'm going to throw up. This is horrible. I've got to give it a 7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's awful.
Chris.
Oh.
Yes.
Proving your wife correct.
The queue here, I'm gonna have to agree with Lee. Yes. I love cars. So even if this wasn't Fast and Furious themed, I would love the queue itself because there's a lot of cool cars in there. And the AC like bumps it up a bunch of points, right? And then you have that pre-show, which every time I've seen it, and we don't ride it often, but every time I've seen it, it has been a little different than the last time. And I love that it's still one of those rides that I don't know if they allow them or not, but they just go and kind of riff and do something different. Especially, it reminds me of Jaws in a way where, like, I think I've said the story where one of the, last times I rode Jaws, it was during Horror Nights, and the boat skipper literally was just shooting at the opposite directions in the water, and then it would just kind of like blast up on the other side of the boat, and he was just making fun of the whole ride. And that's what these guys do here, and I love it. It makes me laugh every time. So I'm gonna go and give it a 9 as well.
Yes.
I also love Fast and Furious, so this is not a bad part of the ride or the attraction in general.
UUOP is brought to you by the Producers Club. Join today and get bonus episodes, the chance to be a guest host, birthday shoutouts on air, be part of our awesome Facebook community, and more. Head over to uuop.supercast.com to subscribe. Shameless plug.
So moving on to the final section. Michelle, you weren't kidding. We're getting through this very quickly. The overall ride experience. So taking everything into consideration, Michelle, what are you giving Fast and Furious Supercharged?
The overall ride experience. I'm sorry, even though I gave the queue a high number, it's still not a great ride experience. Like it's awful. I don't even want to be forced to ride it, to be fair. So 1.
What?
Sorry.
I don't see. You copped out there. I don't see how you can give the queue a 9 and then give the overall ride experience a 1. But anyway, Tracy.
There is such a disparity with this ride. You go from pretty cool, cars, pre-show, and then you get on the party bus. Worst party I've ever been to in my life, by the way. Yeah. If it was the other way around, because you go from a high to a low, and that affects how your mood when you come off that ride. So if it was the other way around, you went from a low to a high, which has happened. Rip Ride Rocket, perfect example. Q. So I think because you go from that high to a low, I come off that ride feeling like I wanted. Well, I'm not even going to finish that sentence because it's not very nice. I don't come off that ride happy. I come off it furious.
No, I even feel a little ticked off when I get off of it. To be fair.
What could I have been doing with, what could I have been doing better with my time? I kind of internally yell at myself. Then I yell at you because you were the one that made me go on it.
I've never made you go on it.
Does arm up my back and everything. Doesn't even bribe me with a churro. So I am giving this overall experience. I'm giving it a 2.
Shocking.
It's not. It's truth.
Christopher.
Overall ride experience. I do agree that like having a 9 as a queue, I don't think Michelle can give it a 1 as an overall ride experience. I agree with you saying that she can't do that because if you're averaging things out, right?
Yes.
But I understand where she's coming from.
Yes.
In the sense that
the
ride
walking
is so
through
bad.
the queue is not part of the ride experience for me.
But it is.
Overall. No, it's
the overall ride experience. It's like everything.
Overall ride experience, overall attraction experience, right? Like that would be more accurate if you want to put it in that context. But yeah, that ride is pretty bad. But like it's also some parts of that ride are also so bad that it becomes funny and kind of good. Right? Like it's almost like the movie The Room, if you've ever seen that. It's so bad that it's a good movie. Great movie.
So it's like a pity laugh then. Not quite.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. Overall ride experience, I'm gonna give it a 4. And I'm really kind of pushing up there because of that queue. I want to say 3, but I'll give it a 4.
Right, I am going to defend myself first and foremost because I'm the last one to go on this. I think people, 10. I think people genuinely think I'm taking the by saying that I like this ride. I actually don't mind this ride. I don't think it's as bad as most people think it is. It's a theme park attraction. It's like, is it Hagrid's? Is it Velocicoaster? Is it Monsters? No, it's not. But not every ride has to be an e-ticket attraction. Do I find this... No, it doesn't, because it can't be like that. Do I find this entertaining? Yes.
Do you find going to the dentist entertaining?
I mean, I wanted to be one, so kind of, yeah.
Wow.
This explains a lot.
So I don't mind it. I don't think it's as bad as everyone else seems to think. I I don't know what it is because it's Kong. No one hates, right? I don't understand. It's the exact same ride as Kong. The only difference is Fast and Furious doesn't have a 20-foot Dom Toretto animatronic at the end. I wonder if people would think Fast and Furious Supercharged would be better.
That would be amazing.
Kong has a better storyline. This has a terrible
Yes, it does.
Does it though?
storyline.
No, it's not just a storyline. It's not just a storyline. For Kong, and I've always, like, so every time I ride this, I'm like, why can't they do this? It's when you're in the tunnel, Kong does a fantastic job at making you feel like you are there in the jungle. For some reason, inside of Fast and Furious, you know those are screens. Like, it doesn't even cut all the way to the bottom. And the other thing that takes me out every single time I ride it, all 3 times, is when you're going through that first initial tunnel, not the one with the screens everywhere, but that tunnel where you're supposed to be speeding down the highway, the bus literally stops moving.
I know
so
you've
there's no
said
vibration
that before,
going. And then when you're supposed to go to the next scene, a huge jolt just pushes you forward. And it takes you out of the illusion so hard that it's just like,
I think what the biggest issue when you're talking about the screens between this and Kong is there's more real people in this. And so it highlights the fact that it's animated, for want of a better term. Whereas because in Kong, it's mostly creatures and sort of jungle background. The animated film doesn't feel as unreal as Fast and Furious does. Does that make sense?
I think
it's not real. It's the jungle with dinosaurs and a massive gorilla. Whereas that's meant to be in a real, like, LA in cars on a highway, so it feels less real because it's animated.
I don't think it helps either that you're getting kind of like different, like, the sizing's out on it. I don't know. Sometimes people feel too small. Sometimes they're too big, and it's just
I think that plays into what Lee's saying though, where it's like the having a scale of a helicopter,
scale's the word I'm
which is a
looking for,
drone. It just looks weird. And when you have another truck next to you, it still looks like a small truck, as opposed to a normal sized car.
Also, Kong. You know, you're saying it's the same thing. Kong has better 3D.
Kong has no 3D. To be fair.
Exactly.
It has one animatronic.
I knew he'd say that.
Michelle, not animatronics. It has one. Yes.
You walked right into my little trap.
The party girls, that takes it out of it for me. I'm like,
it's kind of like,
what?
In this
I think
day
that's
and
the
age,
redeeming
it's a
factor
little
of the
bit.
party.
Even Krista was like, am I supposed to be watching this, Mom? This feels inappropriate.
Yeah.
I love how they're also wearing like
Universal,
early 2000s club wear.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
know you love it.
I don't love it. Will you please stop saying that?
He's even got a tattoo
I
of it,
genuinely don't mind it. I wouldn't say I love it. I wouldn't even say I like it, but I don't mind it. If we were with a big group, like, come on, we'll go and ride Fast and Furious, I'd be like, all right, cool. If we manage to get over before it closes, I will be riding it. Maybe more than once.
I'll be in Starbucks.
I want to see that in one of their commercials. They're like, oh, Lee Malaby, how'd you like it? He goes, I don't mind it. All right, thank you so much.
It does make me laugh when I wonder when they had Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez and them, when they come down when they opened it and they got to ride it, I wonder what their opinion of it was.
I hope they were
like
a little embarrassed.
Probably.
I mean, I'm pretty sure their chair was much more cushionier than ours because of all the money layered in the back pockets.
Yeah, to be fair, I'll slap my name on anything if I'm getting
like,
paid $1 million. Yeah, fair enough.
Quick question. Have they made any more Fast and Furious movies since that ride opened?
Yeah, about 5.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't watch them, so I don't know.
This is based on 5 or 6, and we've just had 10 come out.
I don't know.
10 part 1 and 10 part 2.
All right, so 11 altogether. So there's about 6 come out since this ride opened.
Oh, I was just kind of wondering if they'd killed the franchise.
Anyway, I am going to give this a 5.
11.
Wow, that's a lot lower than I thought you would give
a
it.
5.
I thought he was giving it a 9.
No, because I appreciate that it isn't great, and it's not something I'm going to ride. Like Kong,
well, you're not going to be able to ride it much longer.
And when you compare the equivalent to that, this isn't that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. It's not. I don't think it's terrible, and I genuinely mean that. I know everyone's probably in the chat going, "What is he talking about?"
I'm laughing at Alexa.
So that
he's got my back.
Gives. I'm shocked. I've just looked at the scores that we've got. So that gives Fast and Furious Supercharged an overall score out of 200. By the way, guys,
9.
43.
Oh, do you know what? That's actually higher than I'm comfortable with.
Wait, so one person could have ranked it
Right.
with that score. Like, it's all the points of one person.
Oh, Michelle, we tried.
What I'm laughing at here is it puts it last on our Universal
Well, that's where
Studios
it should
Florida
be.
list at this point. 8 points behind Rip
That's
Ride
where it should be.
Rocket.
8 points behind.
Rip Ride Rocket we only gave it 51 points. That seems weird.
This is why we really need to rank everything all in one go.
No, you
because-
can't do it that way. Anyway, so our current tally for Universal Studios Florida at this point, I'm glad I dragged this up otherwise. So Revenge of the Mummy at 175, Race to New York starring Jimmy Fallon at 141, Transformers The Ride 3D 113, Villain Con Minion Blast 110, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem at 96, Rip Ride Rocket at 51, and Fast and Furious Supercharged at 43. So thank you everyone in the Producers Club for putting up with this. Yeah,
Doesn't thank us
the
for putting
bonus
up with it.
episode for next week's going to be fun. For those, I'm looking forward to the people who weren't here or who haven't watched this while it's still in the group and listen to next week's bonus episode and hear the outtake and be like, what happened? Yeah, my fault, guys. I
Might
did
be one of our
search.
best outtakes.
I even
Yeah.
searched it and it didn't come up in our... So I'm kind of annoyed at myself. But anyway, that is going to wrap up another episode of UUOP. Of course, don't forget, if you're heading to Epic Universe soon, don't forget to try the cones in Isle of Burke and send your recordings to us for which cone makes you mourn, rating each one out of 5, and send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And we'll be back next week to catch up on the news. So bye, guys.
That's the end of another Stella episode of UUOP. Use the Flu Network to give you access to us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. And check out our blog at uuopodcast.com for everything else. Send your owls to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, jump down the warp pipe at uuop.supercast.com. It's alive on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else that podcasts are found. So please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Dragons aren't the only way to get around. Email Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. Listen to them, the children of the night, the children of the UUOP network. Rush of Fear Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info. The Taste of Universal, Universal Orlando Food Podcast, Port Key Passport, an adult-centric Disney podcast, the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast, and Big Dumb Stuff, our comedy, pop culture, and themed entertainment podcast. Make sure to subscribe and come back next week because in the end, it turns out all we needed was a little more of this.